Hi, I'm Randy from Randy's Phone Farm, and today I got a Cashmagnet payment, and it's to PayPal, and it's actually about 5-6 weeks. That's about it. So Cashmagnet is definitely getting much better in their payment things. Either way, so we'll get into the computer here, and I'll show you the payment and some review, I guess.
And so I make videos of how I use phones and computers to make money. So most of the videos are the results of what I received. This being one of them was a payment to PayPal. When I got into using technology, I was just started as a crypto miner, and this morphed into my equipment into a phone farm when crypto tanked. I found out when I was going to put a new app into the farm, I Googled and not all my questions were answered. So here I'm hoping I'm going to answer your questions. Now today is Cashmagnet, and it's basically just runs on your phone passively. The payment's a little bit slow, but as a business, most of them have net 30 anyways. So I really haven't had a problem other than my S5s, which I think I've solved them. Um, Cashmagnet's also free, so that's definitely the price point I like. It like I said, it runs totally passively on my phones. Some of my phones aren't running 365, but I'll show you in a bit here how I get around that, and or what I do. It's just an Android that I put on. Okay, so here we are at my Samsung S5. Now, as you can see, this here, only my S5s have this. They get to a passive time left of 0. Um, Sometimes there's two things I can do. One thing is if the balance doesn't match my other phones, that means it's out of sync with the systems. So I'll uninstall and reinstall the Cashmagnet, and you don't have to worry about uninstalling any of the games. It picks it all up, even the ones that we're watching install by the program itself. So it's usually pretty good. But generally, I just leave it for the next day. So I don't know, if it's within 24 hours anyway. But so say if I go in the morning to check and I've got zero passive time left, I'll come back tomorrow morning and generally it's back to its 24 hours. And so here we are. Um, as you can see, Cashmagnet is essentially just a passive program app that runs on your Android phone. This does dedicate the phone though. I can't really do anything else while I'm running it. So if it's on your personal main phone, then you can maybe run it at night or something. But yeah, it definitely is a resource hog. But I do run it with Honeygain, and it looks like that needs another payout as well too. But anyway, so I will run both of those on. I have it on an S5 and S8 Plus. Actually, two S5s and an S8 Plus, and then I run Cashmagnet with on a S5 or S4, sorry, no S7, on an S7. Um, and I will pick different things to run with it. Sometimes I've ran Mist Play or Fit Play or one of the other app-like games. Right now I'm trying the current music app and seeing how that's going to run with it. But either way, so uh, what Cashmagnet is it runs passively. You install games. They're kind of like the main base games, and these are all the ones up top here above the watch and install, and all it does is cycles through those games. So you'll come back after this has been running for a while, and all of a sudden there'll be like 10 or 15 windows open, or tabs or whatever you want to call them, open in your phone. So don't worry, that's what it does. It just cycles through the games. And then also too, it's under the watch and install. If you're, I don't know, I'm on level 6 anyway. I think it's if you're level 5 and above, then it automatically installs stuff. I did have a rooted phone at one time. I didn't find it made any extra money. So level 6 is before you're rooting a phone. And it runs flawlessly on level 6. So for me, my phones, we just stay on level 6. And then as well too, if I have to reinstall things, if there's a glitch or an update or something, which every month or two I think I have to reinstall, then I don't have to worry about rerouting and everything, because it is kind of a pain to root the phone, for me anyway. I don't know, some people can do it real good, or real quick. I'm not. So either way, you just play the games, or sorry, it just runs the games, and just runs them passively. This will also, your dashboard tells you how much it has run each. As you can see, the watch and installs are run more on my phone, and then you can use my referral link, which I'll leave in the description. That's how you make some extra money as well. And then there's the levels that you have here. Like I said, I'm on level 6. So after level 1 and 2, it's just a matter of time and a number of watch and installs. So for the first little bit, you don't really have to babysit it, but you kind of have to make sure that you get the games installed and put the time in, and then you're able to advance. So all this does is basically, once you've got, every morning I double check the games, and install whichever ones they want, uninstall the ones that are I've got the points from, and then I will just start the process, and then it just runs passively until it stops. Generally at night, just because I like to keep my phones a little clear. I stop the Cashmagnet program or app, and then I clear off all the windows, and then restart it. In the morning, I'll do a CC cleaner on my phones, and then restart my phones, and then I'll restart everything like the Hudney Magnet, the Lucky Miners, the Cashmagnet, whatever it is that I'm running on my phones. So also too, the ways you can redeem, and it looks like I can redeem almost here. See, there's Amazon gift card, PayPal, and I'll show you why I don't use PayPal. It pays out to, I've tried everything of one of them, except for the Bitcoin, but okay, and so you can I usually cash out to Ethereum. And you want to make sure you hit 20,000, not 2,000, because that is only $1. So I'm going to withdraw 0.0904 Ethereum. Okay, so we're at the spreadsheets now, and as you can see, I've taken some payments from Cashmagnet, quite a bit. So it is one of my preferred apps to run on my phones, and like I said, I run it presently on two S5s, an S8 Plus, and an S7. And other than the little glitches with the S5s, it runs just perfectly. And so now, as you can see, Cashmagnet, for the hour effort earned, is still a pretty good wage. I mean, obviously just starting it and stopping it, so it's not a lot. But I usually make about 30 cents per day. Each device runs, like I said, that's since the beginning of time, or the beginning I started with. The last couple of days, last 90 days, the average per hour has been pretty good of time that I put in, and I've just about ran it for almost a year now, so it's getting some pretty good time. But just the past 90 days has been pretty good with keeping up with the total average or the dollar per day that I'm making. So it's not really like some apps start off really good and then they stop paying as much once you're enticed and you're hooked. So not with Cashmagnet. They've, for about the past year, have maintained about 30 cents per device per day. And so you can see why I like them. They are pretty much one of the top 5 money earners for me. So what you do when you want to redeem it is you go here and you go to redeem. As you can see, I've got enough for a PayPal card. I usually do Ethereum, but it seems to be tanking a bit. So we're going to try PayPal this time. And it is January 23rd, 2020. So we'll see how long it takes. Usually it takes a couple months to get this thing redeemed. And so you can see with this PayPal, I requested it January 23rd and I received it March 4th. Generally, as you've seen, November to January, so they're getting better on the payments, which is good. But they've always paid. There's never been really a problem with it, except for some of the Ethereum exchange rates. They pay you out what the Ethereum is at the price or the value, the dollar value of the Ethereum at the day that they pay you out, not the requested amount. So I don't know why that last time happened, but either way, we'll see what happens on the next Ethereum payout. The reason why I'm not doing PayPal, okay, so as you can see, here's my payment history. If I go to my PayPal account, I was given $26.30, and PayPal took their little fee, and I still got my $24.97. So, it's not so bad, but the Ethereum, when you use Ethereum, the app developer does not get dinged as far as I understand their fee. I mean, they have your sending fee, but it's probably not as much as this would be for PayPal. So that's why I prefer to use crypto as well. I mean, you can play the markets with crypto and hang on to it a little bit longer and wait for it to go up or go down. So that's why I prefer Ethereum as the payout method. But you can get paid out with PayPal, and like I said, I got paid out with Amazon before too, and it works too. So.